Hi, my name's Nicola and welcome to my channel, Forever Young Autobiographies. This is the place where we help you write and publish your life story for family and friends so that unique memories can live on for future generations. So welcome to my channel. I'd love for you to subscribe and hopefully like this video. Today we're going to talk about how to start a story. I was recently a guest on the Rock Your Retirement podcast and host Kathe Kline interviewed me about starting a story or beginning her memoirs. Now, her father, she wished she had interviewed him to record details about his life and his parents' life. But unfortunately, he's at the stage now with dementia, his memory's gone. So she was asking about how to write her own memoir. I've detailed this in an article on my website, but I thought I'd share with you today the 4 main points that we covered in that podcast interview. The first one that Kath asked me was how to start. How do we start writing about our lives? There's so much to include. Now, I suggest that you have an initial desire to write. You don't want it to feel like it's a chore if it's something that's like pulling teeth. You really don't want to do it. So even if it's just a desire to write one story, that's all you need. You need to have that desire so it can spark you along. Another way to refocus that desire and to motivate you is to understand why you want to write. Now, there's a number of reasons why people want to write. There's many types, from basic recording of historical information, facts and dates and places, people and times. But then there's sort of more a deeper level, which is the self-reflection, or it might be a social commentary of the times, or it might be a way of you processing difficult or challenging times of your life, and the process of writing will help. But they're just touching on a few ideas of why. But once you have clear in your mind the desire and the why you want to write, then it's just a matter of beginning the actual writing process. Now, some people say, I can't start with I was born on a dark and stormy night. Do I start at the beginning? Do I start like with my ancestors or my birth? How do I start? And now I sort of say, well, look, you can start wherever you like. You can just write one one-page story about something that interests you, that's fun, that you have a lot of energy for. It's something that you really want to record down. So it could be just as simple as thinking about or framing it in your mind that you're writing a letter to someone or a postcard to someone. You're just starting with one story. So once you get a collection of stories happening, that's when you can start to play with the order, and eventually you'll get that whole overarching life story book or project. So that would be my suggestion of how to start. Desire, know your why, and just start wherever you really want to. It all comes together in the end. The second question that Kath had for me was, how do I structure this life story or this autobiography? And that's a really good question. There's usually 2 camps here: the people who have no structure, no outline, nothing. They're the people who fly by the seat of their pants, the pantsters, as we like to say. Then on the flip side, we have people who like to outline and record everything. So, that's the other extreme. But I would probably go, as a journalist myself, having written many, many things, I always find that middle road is the best. You have a basic outline of things that must go in, and then you work from that. And you will be amazed. There'll be some things that you didn't think you're going to elaborate on, and you do, and vice versa. So it's a flexible outline or a flexible chapter structure. As part of the listening to this video, I've got a bonus for you, which is a free video. I will put the links down below about where I go through with you a number of exercises to plan out your structure. So that is a free training that is available on my website. You just sign up for that and I'll take you through it step by step, so you have an outline of what you want to cover, and that will help motivate you to start writing and keep you on track, hopefully. So that's writing structure. There's 2 camps. Make sure it's flexible, and it's a guide. The third question, or the third point that Kath brought up on the podcast was, how do I recall all my memories? She says, things go out of my head. Like, I can't remember until someone reminds me that I was there, or I did this, or I look at a photograph. She says it's really difficult to remember all the things that have happened to me. Now, I would say, yes, this is true. We all have this problem. If you can imagine all your memories kind of like in a riverbed or an ocean, all the memories, the long-term memories, have had a long time to settle onto the sea bottom or to the ocean floor. So what we need to do is we now need to dredge those up. So we need to make that water a bit dirty, get them coming to the surface. Now, a common way that you probably do this would be just looking back through photo albums or memorabilia in what I like to call your treasure trove or your treasure chest. It has things like newspaper clippings, it might have diaries, it might have school reports, of course photo albums, any other mementos. So that is a great place to start. Sort of take a dive into your treasure chest, and with a notebook, note down things that come to mind that, yes, that's a good little story, or an anecdote, a detail, a fact that I need to put into my story. So yep, treasure chest. The other one, which is a bit different, is just to take a stroll around your house and garden. Now, you'd be amazed at things inside your house that have a story attached to them. It might be a special painting that someone's done for you. It might be a gift, a birthday present that reminds you of that milestone birthday or celebration or family get together. Or you might go wandering out in your garden and you see roses, which reminds you of maybe your maternal grandmother and how she had a garden and about her family. You know, it will trigger memories. So just take a tour of your house. It's as simple as that. Just wander around with your eye tuned in for stories. Again, the third thing inside your house as well is a great one to help recall memories, is to appeal to your senses. Now, I'm thinking here especially hearing for sound and specifically music. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I've gone to a lot of music festivals and I grew up in a house full of music. So it really is a big trigger for my memories. And if you haven't heard a song for a long time and it's from a different era, it will bring back the time and the place and the feelings when you remember listening to it most or recently. It will help trigger long-term memories. So pull up a chair, get a drink, a coffee, a wine, pull out your vinyl, pop it on and get that notebook. Think about the feelings and the memories that come up as you flick through your music collection. It could be digital, it could be vinyl, it could be anything. Likewise, another sense that you could use is taste. Now, taste and smell, I suppose, hand in hand when you think of kitchens and cooking. So have a look through your pantry, even go out in the garden, smell those roses. Senses will help bring probably the strongest memories back. So there's 3 different suggestions for recalling memories. The fourth question that I sort of covered in the podcast was about the writing process, or how do I, so I'm sitting down, I've done all this preparation, I've got my outline, how do I actually start? Now, the first thing I would recommend is that just do a first draft. Take the pressure off yourself. Know that it is a first draft. It's not going to be perfect. You just need to get that down. Don't overanalyze it. Turn that self-critic in your head off. Make sure that you're not sub-editing as you go. That will come at another stage. So you just want to let it flow. Mistakes and all can be really messy. It's a first draft. It's not going to be perfect. Get it out. Once you do that, could be just a page, a half page. Take a break. Go get a coffee. Come back. Relax. Maybe it's leave it overnight. Maybe you leave it a week, or if you're on a roll, like maybe a month, come back and then you do the editing. So you have that different mindset. So yeah, the writing is a process. It's a creative process. Be easy on yourself. Start out being in a fun space, not a critical, analysing space. Just let the writing flow. So yeah, there's some tips I covered on the Rock Your Retirement podcast with host Kathe Kline. Hopefully that will get you making a start on your autobiography and recalling memories. So just to recap, we talked about how to start a story, the writing structure, also how to recall memories, and then finally the writing process. Now, that's just a snippet of the podcast and the article which I cover on my website, foreveryoungautobiographies.com. So pop over there if you'd like to learn more. You can also sign up for that free outline chapter training that I mentioned, and I'll leave all the details down below in the comments or the description box. And if you've got a really good writing tip or a way that is your number one way to start writing, I'd love to hear about it. So please put it in the comments below. That would be great to share with everybody. And if you found this video helpful, please like or give it a thumbs up. That really helps other people discover the video and this channel. And if you are new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe, so hit that button too. Anyway, till next time, thanks for being here and happy writing. Bye.